following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here, folks. All green. Another day, another green, another Sherwin-Williams. Paint it up, baby. Dow Industrials up 71, trading at 22,942. NASDAQ up 12, 66.17. S&P's up 1, 25.54. Gold contract down $10.30, 12.94.40. We'll get back to that. They're hammering that, have been hammering it the last couple hours here. Silver down 24 cents, $17.16 an ounce. Copper, big move on copper. Copper's up 10 cents, 3.23 a pound. Light sweet crude up 41 cents, trading $51.81 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 9 ticks, 125.13. 30-year bond down 10 ticks, 153.22. King dollar up 255 ticks, trading at 93.190. The euro is at 117, almost 118 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 112 and a quarter to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have out here? Okay, so let's take a look at this baby. Another day, another high. We take a look at the SPY first. What you're going to see is this. SPY gets up to a price point out here today of 255.51. Bottom line, yeah, we've been at the same place now for approximately, this is, 3, 4, 5, 9 days. But guess what? You're edging higher every day. We're at 254.68. That was on the 5th of October. Dow Industrials, that has a little more oomph behind it because it's a higher priced indice. That's up 67. That's trading 22,938. And the composite, the NASDAQ composite also breaking a high. That's up 12 bucks, 66.32. Gold contract. Let's get over to gold. So gold contract into today here. This is how it's shaking out. Let's see. So your first sell down, the pit closes at 1:30, folks. At 10 past 1, you had the first sell down. We went from 13.05 to 13.03. It goes sideways for another half hour. At 14:10, we go from 13.03 down to 12.99. They get it into 12.94 right now, and that is right where we took off from on Friday when we went topside. So you're down into this with 30. Let's see. So we're coming back into this with 17,000 contracts versus 35. So what that means, you take off topside on Friday. We have the wide price spread, we have the volume, we have everything. You pull back down, you're pulling back with lighter volume. We'll see whether they can break it down, but this is basically a classic buy. This is what gets intriguing here. We'll see how it's 1292.90. That's your first benchmark. The 1291.20 would be your second benchmark. That's where we came down hard on the 21st of September. We go and we take a look at the silver contract right now. So you have silver. Silver is trading down 1.3%. Gold is down 0.8%. The silver contract right now, 73,000 contracts now. Silver's down pretty good, but bottom line is that that doesn't look that bad. In fact, it looks pretty good actually. Silver's going to need more than 90,000 contracts as it trades into 1696. That's if we get to 1696. Notes, 10-year note, 30-year bond. They took that south simultaneously also. That little baby there, this is how we went there. We went from a price point of 128.18 to 125.18 to 125.13. You pull back with dramatically lighter volume. That still wants higher price. We'll see. I suspect what may have happened here. Let me just see when this came across. So you had Stanford Professor John Taylor, candidate for Federal Reserve, made a favorable impression on President Trump after an hour-long interview at the White House last week. Several people familiar with the matter said, it'd be intriguing. This came out of 14. Be intriguing to see, okay, what took those babies down. That's the real bottom line. Outside of selling, there's no doubt about that. But something was in there that pushed them down. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market, let's take a look at it out here. You have Bank of America up 46 cents. PG&E, that's down 4.83. That's getting smoked in a big way. Marbell's up 39 cents. You get Apple up 2.84. That's caught a bid. Citigroup's down 42 cents. Netflix right now is trading over 200. Let's go over and take a look at Netflix. Netflix is coming out with the numbers after the close today. Netflix is hitting all-time highs today. That's 202.02. They will come out right after the close. 5 minutes past 4, they're going to be coming out with numbers. So this is going to be a big one. There's no two ways about that. We'll see where it shakes out. Bottom line is that they have been growing by leaps and bounds. The real question is how much money have they spent as they have been growing. Facebook hit 175 today. Now, the high of Facebook that I do want to see tested is just a bit higher. It's 175.49. That's a high volume high. 68 million shares traded. You can see we're going up here. You're only going up with 8.7. If we go take a look at the IBB out here, this had a high out here today of 341. Right now, you're at 336. And what that was all about, it's pretty wild. You had the president talking out here. He basically hammered the drug business. That's where this went from 341 down to 335. That being said, but guess what? the big farmers, where basically they're making the money hand over fist. They really didn't get hammered, but the IBB did get hammered. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 70. NASDAQ up 14. S&Ps are up 1.5. We're coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 65. You get the Nasdaq up 13. S&Ps are up 1.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Steve's got a great show right here at TFNN every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. And remember, all the programming at TFNN, folks, you can get right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV, you're going to get some great HD quality programming. And as you come over to TFNN, you can test drive Steve's newsletter. It's Mastering Probability. You can test drive it 30 days absolutely free. The way you do that, you go to TFNN, go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You can test drive Steve's great newsletter, 30 days absolutely free, Mastering Probability. Steve Rhodes, what's happening?
Well, in the game of liar's poker for the market, I thought you and I could go take a look at a couple of great tools out there to let us know whether who's lying. Is the market telling us the truth? Of course, the market making higher highs out here is really the thought process behind that. So what I thought we would first do, Tom, one of the cool tools. This is something that every listener can do at home, and they can go back and they can see what it is that I'm taking a look at, because it's just take a look at 2 simple ETFs. The first one is for the S&P 500. That happens to be the bottom of my screen. That's the SPY.
Okay.
And the S&P 500 has the SPY is a weighted ETF. And the SPY also has an equal-weighted version of that. It's put out by the folks over at Guggenheim. It's called the Guggenheim S&P Equal-Weighted S&P 500. The ticker symbol there is RSP. And that's on the top portion of my screen out here. Now, what you and all of our viewers will notice, I have the red diagonal lines up at the top showing when the equal-weighted ETF is making, in essence, lower highs. And what we do during that same time period, this is especially helpful as the S&P 500 is making new all-time highs, but doesn't have to be at new all-time highs, but it is especially important here. On this chart, you'll see that I have a divergence. The divergence identify with the equal-weighted making lower highs and the SPY making higher highs. And that's what has unfolded over the course of the last week or so, the very right-hand side of my screen. Now, if folks are taking a look at the other examples of that, this is where the liar's poker game comes in, because the equal weight is the one that's always telling us the truth. It works at bottoms. It works at tops. Right now, we're just focused at the tops out here. So we have a divergence that is present right now. It can be resolved over time. But right now, as we speak, at 3:21 in the afternoon, October 16th, this is a closer up version of that. We can see that on a closing basis, the SPY making higher highs and the equal weighted, the RSP, making lower highs. This is always what precedes some type of decline. Doesn't tell us how far that decline will go to. For that, we have to use a bunch of other tools. So that's what's going on inside of the SPY and the RSP. We also have the same thing, Tom, going on inside of the Qs. So we have the Qs, that's the bottom portion of my screen, that is making a higher closing high. So we've got a red diagonal line going up from the left, lower left to upper right. And the equal-weighted version, this happens to be the QQEW. Again, like I say, it's really cool because everybody at home can go study this to see how important this liar's poker tool is. So we've got lower highs being made inside of the equal weighted. It's always a tell as to when the market isn't telling us the truth. Likewise, in this chart here for the Qs and the QQEW, the equal weighted version, I show you bottom. So the last bottom that was made, we had the Qs, bottom portion of my chart here, taking out a swing point, making a lower low, but we never took out that swing point inside of the QQEW. So it's a really cool tool for helping us to identify whether there's a problem inside the market, because when both of them are making new highs out there, or when the equal weighted is making new highs but the weighted version isn't, it is the equal weighted that is always painting the picture as to where the market is going to go. If we take a look at, and this here is a larger chart for the Qs as well as its equal weighted, so you can see other divergences and how they resolve themselves. There's another divergence. I talked about it during my show today, and that's to take a look at the NASDAQ composite. Now, this snapshot here was taken about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
And the NASDAQ is making new all-time highs, new all-time closing highs as we speak. But when we take a look at the advancing declining volume, and we go ahead and create an oscillator, in this case here, the oscillator is taking a look at a 19-day exponential moving average compared to the 39-day exponential moving average. That's what's the bottom panel of my screen. And what we have been seeing here is another divergence with price moving to higher ground, upper panel, and we've seen the advanced decline line move to making lower highs. But in this case here, this began on Thursday, where the advanced decline oscillator reading got below zero. Right now, or as of 15 minutes ago, we were minus 56.32. This is another tell that we are about to see some type of pullback, which may only result in a consolidation. It doesn't tell us how long that this can go after, how long it can go. So it could go on for a few more days. It could go on for another week out here. But as long as this pattern exists, in the past, it has always led to some type of decline, sometimes significant declines, sometimes just consolidations and just a 3% pullback, 2, 3, 4% pullback. So the NASDAQ, which is really strong, if we take a look at what's going on underneath the covers out here, it's saying, not so fast. There's a fourth element that we can look at, which is the spot volatility index, and that is the bottom portion of our screen out here. And it's just on a very sneaky basis making higher lows, the very bottom right-hand panel of my screen out here. You will see other examples of higher lows when the S&P 500 itself has been making higher highs out here. This, too, has always been a great liar's poker test that has led to some type of decline. So this chart here shows the many examples going back into, this is just over the course of the last year and a half or so, when this pattern exists. It exists right now as we speak. So we have a number of patterns that are suggesting to me that what the markets are getting ready to do, doesn't tell us when, is to form some type of top. Now, I say some type of top. What you and I want to take a look at as our TAS market profiles, this great work that John Logan put together for us. And this is the daily chart of the ES Mini, which shows that the top of its box is at 2551, 2550.75 to be exact. If price closes below that, that's going to be a signal that that top may in fact be in place. That'll be one of the signals. And the reason that we want to pay attention to that 25.50, I've turned price off here. The cool thing about this profile is the current box is what I refer to as a bearish structure. And bearish structure because the center line isn't in the center. It's much closer to the top than it is to the bottom. This tells us that sellers, once price gets back inside on a closing basis below 25.50, sellers ought to be able to explore the entire territory and get price back to the 25.14 level. 25.40 is going to be the first level of support. If price gets below that, then what we'll see is lower price out here inside the S&P. Inside the NQ, unfortunately, it's top of its box is about 60.18 out here. So we're not going to have the same. Our most important signal probably comes from the ES mini. So liar's poker, I'm seeing signals between the equal weighted and the weighted ETFs. I'm seeing higher lows in the spot volatility index and a number of other things that subscribers and I are looking at. So there's going to be some kind of pullback in our future.
It's a beautiful thing. And we got all these numbers. We got these high flyers coming out starting today after the close.
Maybe it's Netflix. Who knows?
Come over to our website, folks. Go to TFNN, go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. Mastering Probability, test drive at 30 days, absolutely free. Steve, thanks so much, man.
You bet. Have a great day.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. We'll go right out to this electric company first. This thing has got smoked, folks. So that's the wrong word to use, actually. So it's a PC&G. This company here is the holding company that is the electric utility out on the West Coast. And in 3 days, folks, the company has gone from $69 to $52.99. We take a look at this. We'll put this back on a 15-year, and what's laying out here, $39 is the high of a high-volume low. That low there was $26. That was in 2008 at the lows of the marketplace. This came off, high. Came off a high with tremendously low volume. In 3 days, it's made it back to December of 2014. And what you have here is that once this will be going on for quite a while, but the bottom line is that they are basically in for a lot of investigations as to the type of equipment that they had out there, and have they been taking care of the equipment, because the allegation at this particular point is that JP Morgan has estimated that the company faces $12 billion of potential gross liability based on other state fires and updated damage. Under state law, PG&E may be liable for property damage, even, this one says, even if no negligence is involved. And what has happened in the past, there's a case that's been going on for quite some time, I think about 5 years, that has to do with the last fires that were out there, and had to do with the poles and what type of care they were taking care of them, because in this particular case, the allegation is that the wires fell, hot wires, getting more fire going just about throughout that West. So it's pretty intense, no doubt about that. Some of the, let's go take a look at Goldman Sachs. So Goldman Sachs tomorrow morning, I believe, is coming out with numbers. Yeah, Goldman Sachs up 371, 242. They come out at 7:30 tomorrow morning. And if we take a look at this, thus far, this is coming into a downdraft from the 24th. March 24th, it doesn't look like they're going to make it over the 244. Right now, you're at 242. If we do go to JP Morgan, came out with numbers. JP Morgan, came down on Friday, went to 94. Right now, it's taken out its high. We're at 97.86. 97.64 is the high. Citigroup, that still hasn't been able to get any traction. That's down 34 cents. That went from a price point of 76 down to 71. Bank of America also came out on Friday. That is going topside. So we get some divergence in between these banks out here. Bank of America is at 26.28. That's taken out its high of 26.23. We go take a look at Facebook hasn't got into the highs yet. Google basically sideways move out here. Let's go back to the IBB, because what happened out here, so the IBB, this morning you had Trump talking, and specifically what he was saying is that the drug companies are getting away with murder. They've been charging not just a percentage over what they should be getting, but he was talking about what we pay for drugs in the United States versus other countries pay. That took the IBB from 341 right down to 335. IBB is going to need a lot more volume in order to crack the 333 area. Now, if we go into, let's go into some of the drug companies. Pfizer, PFE. So Pfizer out here pulled back 40 cents. Let's see if it's the same. Yeah, same time frame. Not a big pullback though. Wasn't a big pullback. Remember the last time, or the first time that Trump had come out and said, yeah, he's going to basically bring down drug pricing. First day out, yeah, high volatility. Those things got taken down. 2 days later, bottom line, they came right back. If we go to Gilead Science, that's GILED, that's down 130. 5 million shares versus 17.7. So bottom line, it doesn't look to me that there's going to be much there. What you did have let's go into Walmart out here. Walmart right now trading sideways. We're at 85.67, and this baby that had broken topside. This is a very large ABC structure on the way up that wants to get up somewhere into the $90 level. Amazon, the fight's going to be Amazon and Walmart. It's just laid out that way. Amazon's up 220. Let's see when Amazon's coming out with numbers. So Amazon comes out the 26th. The 26th of October is going to be a big number, folks. Because you have Amazon, I think we have Google. We do Google. Let's see if we got Microsoft. Microsoft's the 26th too. Yeah. So those three alone. Let's Facebook is November, I think. Yeah, November 1st. There's going to be some big numbers out here. We go take a look at J&J. Johnson & Johnson out here today. That is trading sideways, 135.74. The transports, we take a look at the transports as an index first. Transports right now down 79. They hit a high on Friday of 10,080. You're at 9,856. And inside the transports, it's JB Hunt that's hitting them. That's down 2.3%. Kansas City Southern's down 2%. Expedier's down 2%. Putting juice into them is at your Landstar system. That's up 0.4%. Avis budget is up 0.3. You have C.H. Robinson. It's another trucker that's up 3%. So let's go over to JBH for a second. So JB Hunt down $2.47. Okay, so that's off the high. That came off the high pretty quickly. Still a shallow retracement, though. We were 111 2 weeks ago. This broke down. It broke down with volume. We'll see how it's going to basically challenge the next swing point here at 90. Well, it's right at it. 101.72. And you're coming into it with some decent volume. 101.72 was the high September 15th. We had done 595,000. Right now, you are running at 510. That could do 595. That could do 595 pretty easily. Sears Holdings, SHLD. Now, this is going to get really wild watching what is actually going to happen here. So, Sears is down 72 cents today. The news that goes like this. We got a couple different parts of this news. So, investor Bruce Berkowitz is shutting his hedge fund and distributing its holdings to investors, including a stake in Sears Holding. Berkowitz's Fairholme Capital Management reported the fund's unwinding without naming it in the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filing on October 13th. Berkowitz, a contrarian and the second largest Sears investor, is mostly known for his mutual funds that have struggled this year as some of his biggest investments have declined. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at Allergen over here. So Allergen, folks, is down $7.31. Let me just see this. It happened. Yeah, it happened intraday. This has been a low of as low as 198. And then this is an ABC down. So let's take a look. Your A point is 237. Your B is 201. So you get $36. Your C is 217. So you're talking $1.80. Let me see what's at $1.80. Now, this is going to get really interesting because they pulled a fast one, but it looks like they are going to have some problems here. So let's see how this is going to shake out. So it's 184 is your swing point. It's a high-volume swing, so it's going to go after that. This is what came down. Allergen bid to use an Indian tribe to protect its eye drug, Resistis, from scrutiny of a patent review board fell apart Monday after a federal judge said the patents don't cover a new invention. Shares fell the most since May of 2016. The invalidated ruling is a victory for Mylan, NV, as well as Teva Pharmaceutical, which are seeking to sell the generic versions of the drug, though don't yet have the regulatory approval. It's a blow for Allergen, which had transferred ownership of the patents to the Indian tribe to prevent them from being invalidated at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, which uses a different legal standard that makes it easier to invalidate patents. The company pledged to appeal. Allergen's sale of the patents to the St. Regis Mohawk tribe for a drug that brought in $1.4 billion last year was controversial, leading to calls for congressional action amid a broader dispute about the reviews at the patent trial and the appeal board. The reviews were created under a 2011 law and are widely popular technology companies like Apple and Google, which consider them a low-cost alternative to litigation. Allergen paid the tribe $13.75 million to take ownership of the patents and agreed to pay an additional royalty of $15 million each year the patents are enforced. In return, the Mohawk tribe said it would assert sovereign immunity at the PTAB, which is the board, arguing the government agency doesn't have the authority to review tribe-owned patents, but would assert immunity in the district court case. While the purpose of that agreement was to avoid a review by the patent office, the real danger for Allergen was in the district court. The 6 patents covered are for the use of the eye, which has different variations of earlier know-how, were part of a strategy by Allergen to foreclose competition of these products. The circuit judge said the opinion, he posted it online. Bottom line is that This is you talk about down fast, down furious. This is a big number, and more. You know, we got an ABC down now. If this baby breaks the 184.50 with volume, then you get big problems, because this is the amazing part. This looks just like the market. This was a one-way trade. This trade started, the acceleration would nonstop started in March of 2013. Stock's $84, goes up to $340 July of 2015, and then bottom line comes off the highs with volume. You know, so we're down from 340 or at 198. Bottom line, this can no doubt get into a lot lower volume. A lot lower price. What I do expect you're going to see is that this battle will continue on. That's how this is going to shake out, more than likely. SHLD. Let's go back to Sears. So Sears Holdings gets down to a price point of, there we go, right now $575. So what you had out here today is that you had Bruce Berkowitz disclose that he not only sold shares, but then he's going to close the fund that owns the actual shares. Let me see what he had as of last filing out here. So last filing, there's a lot of shares. So Eddie Lambert, as of the last filing, owned 29.97% of the business, 32 million shares. Berkowitz, through his Fair Home Capital, owned 27 million, 25%. Now, there's going to be a big difference, because what Berkowitz is going to do when he's closing this fund, he's not selling the shares. Watch how he's doing this. Let's see. Berkowitz, a contrarian and second largest Sears holder, is known mostly for his mutual funds and has struggled this year as some of his biggest investments has declined. He made the move in his private fund before stepping down from the retailers board Monday. When money managers shut down a hedge fund, they often distribute the securities in the fund rather than selling and passing out the cash to investors to avoid flooding the market with shares. It's also done for tax purposes. As part of the shutdown, the fund distributed 3.14 million shares and warrants. Berkowitz, the partnership investor, personally received 727,000 shares and warrants, 810,000 warrants. The remaining holdings went to Fair Home clients who were previously invested in the hedge fund. Berkowitz had joined the Sears board in February of 2016, had been bullish on the partnership, on the department store, even as it bled money. In a statement released Monday, Fairchild said Berkowitz joined the Sears board to better communicate his views about the retailer. Mr. Berkowitz believes that he has achieved that objective. The investors' $2.1 billion Fair Home Fund, a registered mutual fund, has lost 6.6% to date this year. It lagged 99% of its rivals. Bottom line, Sears, I suspect, is in big trouble. What's going to get interesting here is the aspect of where Eddie Lambert is going to see this baby run out. So Lambert's been involved in this forever. I believe that what we're going to end up seeing, and let me pull this all the way back. This company's going to get liquidated. The deal would be, as Lambert has lent the company huge amounts of money. I believe that what we'll see when that comes down is that you will see that Lambert is going to be in first position for the real estate, and that's how he's going to recoup money back. So picture this. You're the management company. The first goal, of course, was that when you get into this, is that, hey, you want to, it was so many years ago, you want to buy it, either expand it, collaborate together with some other companies. They collaborated together, unfortunately, with Kmart at the very beginning, which is probably a mistake. Bottom line, though, over the course of the years, what has happened, retail's gone down the tubes. Then you had the aspect that they had a huge amount of real estate. Lambert kept putting money into it, trying to bail the thing out. I suspect when we go to Chapter 7, what you're going to end up seeing is that money is secured by the real estate, and more than likely Lambert's going to end up with a lot of those nice big buildings that Sears still owns. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 77. You get the NASDAQ up 15. S&Ps are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Ron in Danbury, Connecticut. Hey, Ron, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. I'd just like to know where GE's going. That's what I like to know.
Let's take a look. You get GE. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it, sell it? What are we doing?
I've already sold it. I got scared out of it, so I don't own it right now.
Okay, so let's take a look. It's $23.35 coming out with their numbers on Friday. It looks to me like it's going to go test this, the high of the low, which is right now, that's $17. That's the 2009 high. What's going to be interesting about these numbers coming out, I don't think they're going to change how they report. So the big deal, what's been happening with GE is a couple different things in the last few years. It's been going down dramatically. They think they might get rid of their dividend. But all of that, the thing that's amazing is that GE, folks, when they report their numbers, they report, let me get this, GE, which will release its third quarter earnings on Friday, report as many as 4 different earnings per share figures, including GAAP and adjusted numbers. Since announcing a plan in 2015 to sell the $200 billion financing business. GE has favored a metric known as industrial operating plus verticals, earnings per share, which excludes the performance of divisions on the selling block. The company also reports non-standard measurements for items such as costs. GE uses adjusted figures to highlight items that can be controlled by management and reflect continuing operations. You can see the bottom line is that with GE, no one knows what they make, including the analyst. It's pretty intense. I never realized you could actually. This is what's going on now. Is that there's an article out here today, Ron, about GE, and there's a question whether the SEC is going to be asking them. You got to clarify for this also. How do you set up? Well, they do set it up. They set up 4 sets of numbers, so you don't have a clean number coming out.
Wow.
Yeah.
They gapped it down and they burnt me last week. So you know what they did? It was 24 something. So I got the stop on it. It's right now. It's like it's bouncing from that low it was in. It just you can easily go back down to that level it was at, right?
In a second. Yeah,
22.93.
absolutely, absolutely. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks.
God bless you, Tom.
Coming back with some more. Thank
You know
you.
what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others,
Sure.
to, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means you take action. You have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 85, NASDAQ up 18, S&P's up 3, gold contract trading down 750 at $12.97 an ounce. Silver down 16 cents, $17.25 an ounce. Copper, a big move on copper, up 10 at $3.23 a pound. Huge move on copper. Light sweet crude up 41 cents, trading $51.86 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 6 ticks, 125.16. 30-year bond down 3, 153.29. King dollar up 215 ticks, trading at 93.150. The euro is at 117 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading out here at 112 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of Netflix, let's take a look at it. So, Netflix, NFLX. I just want to see something out here for a second. So, Netflix, there is 1605. They were saying they're coming out with their numbers. Bottom line, Netflix closed at 202, trading 207. And Netflix, the estimate for net streaming add-ons was 6.29 million. They came in with 6.3 million. Their international net streaming add-ons, the estimate was 3.72 million. They came in with 4.45 million. The fourth quarter subscriber matched the third quarter subscribers that had beat estimates. What's intriguing about this is that when I got our man, Mr. Dave White, in the den, he was saying that the bottom line is that CNBC and Bloomberg were waiting for them to come out, and I had them. So this is going to be really intriguing to watch this, where this shakes out, because it seemed that they came out on the Bloomberg about a minute early. And when they did, what happened is that you were trading at 196. Then they went right back to 202 quickly, and now you're at 208. So this is going to be interesting watching this whole thing shake out, because we'll see where this whole thing's going to go. 208, that's also basically bottom line, a new all-time high. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract, folks, intraday, they wanted to slam this baby down. They got it down to a price point of $12.92. Right now, you're at $12.96. And $12.96, bottom line, this still wants higher price. You back down with 263,000 contracts. That being said, guess what? You went higher with 298,000 on Friday. Silver market, same type of setup inside the silver market. Silver out here traded down 0.9%. It had been down almost 1.5%. We actually got to a higher high in silver. We got to $17.49. Did 75,000 contracts. Bottom line, silver wants to make its run up to this to $18.29. Some of the higher volume stocks, well, actually, let's go to the bond market first, because the bond market also had some volatility out here. 10-year note, this came down 7 ticks, 125.15. We did that with 1 million contracts versus going topside on Friday, where we had 1.46 million contracts. Bottom line, that wants to basically get up into this 126.04 level, and we expect you'll build some cause to get up to the last high in the bond market, which was on September 8th. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here. Well, first off, let's go take a look at the characteristic of the market. So we did 695 million shares, so that's light volume. No two ways about that. We're out of summer trading. We're out of everything. Well, we did 1.6 billion shares in the NASDAQ composite. Some of the higher volume stocks out here in this market out here today, you have Bank of America was up 41 cents. GE was up 38. Apple caught a bid. We'll get back to that. That's up 289. You had Micron up again. That's up $1. Netflix, that was up 3. That's up more now. Kroger was down 86 cents. That thing's getting smoked. JP Morgan, that caught a move. Let's start right there. That was up $1.98. So JP Morgan had given it up on Friday. It got down to 94, 97. Now it's just taking out the swing high of 97.64. We're at 97.84. Yeah, still doesn't have the juice, but bottom line, you get higher price. Coming after the close, coming out at the open tomorrow is going to be Goldman Sachs. Goldman traded up 388 today. We're at 242. Let's go NFLX, just back to Netflix for a second. Netflix Now you're at 207. So you can expect this is going to be bouncing around quite a bit. What's intriguing is the aspect of that was trading lower, and it didn't seem as that the retail investor really didn't have those numbers at that particular point. Netflix is on track to exceed $11 billion in revenue in 2017. Let's see what else they're having to say out here. Okay, so they see fourth quarter revenue at $3.27 billion. The estimate had been $3.16 billion. They see third quarter domestic streaming, they added 850,000. The estimate was 774, so that's a good little deal. International, they added 4.45 million. The estimate was 3.7 million. And they did 2 cents better in revenue. So bottom line, the numbers definitely are there. You know, they're there for the growth. The real question is going to be is that do they sell them off as we trade after hours here? You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up. They closed up 85. NASDAQ up 18. S&P's up 350. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here. So Netflix, at this particular point, we'll get back to them, but they're holding price right now. We go take a look at some of the Dow stocks. what we had. I believe I get, let's see. So Big Blue is down 27 cents. Johnson & Johnson was off 31. You had Merck off 5. That's quite a take from Merck when Trump was hammering the drug stocks. They shook it off. Coca-Cola was up 44 cents. You had Disney up 75 cents. GE was up 38. Let's go to Big Blue when we take a look at Big Blue. So IBM, yeah, so they're coming out after the close tomorrow with their numbers, 4 o'clock. IBM closed down 27 cents, 146.83. And this has been a one-way trade. It's pretty amazing, actually, watching the Big Blue. Big Blue in February 2017 was 182. You're at 146. And yeah, this is probably making its way down to 134 once again. What's laying out for Big Blue, which is a big problem, is that 116, which is the high volume low. That was established out there in 2008. That no doubt is a big number, and that is laying out there to get tested. You got the Wells Fargo is extended. Wells Fargo is barred by California's treasurers from being hired for another year because of the bank's fraudulent account scandal, leaving the company largely cut off from underwriting work and one of the nation's largest municipal bond insurers. So if we go and we take a look at WFC, that's trading $53.80. That did come out with numbers. Bottom line, when it came out with numbers, a gap down. It was trading 55. Now it's trading 53. Put this back a bit. Yeah, that's still for a stock that is so fraudulent, their practices, it's still 52. Looks like it's going to be hard to break 52. That's the way that seems to be set up. So I don't think it's going to basically get hammered, more than likely down much past that particular level, which is just a mind blower. We go take a look at the energy sector, the XLE. The XLE today was up 15 cents, trading at $68.29. Now, this is having a hard time busting through the last highs that have been up here. The S&P basically really hasn't moved that much. It's moved a couple points in the last 12 trading days. XLE has a real hard time busting through the $68.98 area. So even with oil much higher, this is saying that the XLE wants to get back down to its lower range, which is 56. And if we do go over and we take a look at that oil market out here today, oil traded up 0.8%. You're trading $52.16. You got up to 52.65. You did 312,000 contracts. That's not bad contract volume. That's good contract volume, actually. So that 53.11 more than likely can get tested. The EPA is at it again, folks. There's no doubt about it. So let's see what they come out with today. In the event of a dirty bomb or nuclear meltdown, emergency responders can safely tolerate radiation levels equivalent to thousands of chest x-rays. The Environmental Protection Agency said in new guidelines that were established that ease off on established safety levels. The EPA's determination sets a level 10 times the drinking water standard for the radiation recommended under President Barack Obama. It could lead to this is crazy, man. It could lead to weakening radiation safety levels. This is cool. Okay. The change was included as part of the EPA guidance on messaging and communication in the event of a nuclear power plant meltdown or a dirty bomb attack. The frequently asked question document dated September of 2017 is part of a broader planning document for nuclear emergencies and does not carry weight of federal law or standards. According to the radiation safety experts, radiation exposures of 10 to 15 REM, that's 5,000 to 10,000 MRBM, or 50 to 100 MSV, usually result in no harmful health effects because radiation below those levels is a minor contributor to our overall cancer risk, the EPA said in the document. That level is equivalent to as many as 5,000 chest x-rays or 7 to 14 chest CT scans, according to a comparison with the Food and Drug Administration. The 2007 version of the same document stated that no level of radiation is safe. Bottom line is that if you know anything about what happened in Japan with those deals, folks, you know, bottom line is that they sent in a lot of their workers in Japan on those radiation leaks, and guess what? They're not here anymore. Radiation kills. There's no two ways about it. It's a big number, and it takes you down. It takes you down fairly quickly, and it's kind of it's a bad way to go. Let's go over and see what else they're saying about Netflix right now. So you're at, here it is. She's back at the number. This is going to be intriguing. So Netflix got up to 209. You're at 202 again. And as I said a little bit earlier, when this first came out, it looks to me, what I'm wondering, see, what happens is this, is that NFLX, the way that Bloomberg has a new way that when numbers came out, they've been doing this for about 6 months, and it's pretty cool. On big stocks that come out, it's called Top Live. And what Top Live is that they have their analysts all hooked in to whatever company that is coming out with the numbers. And I think what just happened here is that, like, I hadn't been on yet, and I could see the numbers coming out, and, you know, it might have only been 30 seconds, but 30 seconds was enough for, you know, folks to understand, okay, you know, I get the numbers, and this is where I don't think this would be faster feeds. I think what actually happened here is that maybe they just released them maybe at 4:30, meaning 4 minutes and 30 seconds past versus the 5:05. And if that's the case, what I think we're going to see here, I could go back on this, is that we'll see this trade under the 202 before I get off the air. The reason being is that when you have a variation, and what I didn't look at as soon as that actually came out, no, back to 208 again. So what I didn't see as soon as they come in is that how many shares were actually traded at those lower prices. You know, right now we popped right back up to the 208. So now we're 207. Bottom line, it looks like it's going to be running around all those places. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials close up 85, NASDAQ up 18, S&P's up 3.5. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, we'll talk about it as soon as we come back. Our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, he's going to be doing a great workshop for you. It's tonight. It's 5:30 to 6:45. We're going to go over it as soon as you come back. You can be out there. You can be growling and prowling with Larry and his guest tonight.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right in the top of the carousel our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, who kicks us off every trading day right here at TFNN, 9 o'clock in the morning. He is doing a subscriber event tonight. His newsletter, folks, great newsletter. It's Fibonacci 24/7. You can test drive his newsletter right now. You will get in the event for free if you want to test drive the newsletter. You can do it. It's actually a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's $97 a month. You'd come over, get it for a month. You like it, great. You keep it. You don't like it, guess what? We'll give you your money back. You'll also get in the event tonight. And what this event tonight is, it's titled How to Identify a Good Bet. This is a subscriber event with Larry, and it's with one of his great trading buddies, John Jameson. What they're going to be talking about in this event, it starts at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, goes to 6:45. They're going to talk about how do you recognize great trades, how do you know if the trade is worth taking. They're going to explain simple poker math in order to quantify the risk. They're going to put a value on the trade. They're going to talk about systems versus complex trading systems and why most traders lose over time. They're going to talk about why you should throw away some indicators and what to use instead. They're going to talk about the use of direct market feedback instead of indications to build the edge. They're going to talk about the best time to trade, the best days of the month, and how to use market feedback and probability with the ABC structures and the trends. So you can check it out right in the front page of TFNN. You can sign up for it now. Now, if you can't make it live, folks, it will be on your page for an additional 30 days. You'll get a great education. You'll also get a great newsletter. Excuse me, folks. Larry does a great job. And it's Fibonacci 24/7. And as my son Tommy said this morning, it actually should be 24/7/365 because Larry is out here at all times of the day and night sending the charts out as to where these patterns, Larry's a pattern recognition expert. And that's what he's doing, and he sends them out, and he sends them out 24 hours a day. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go over and take a look at the good old King Dollar. So King Dollar out here today, what do? King Dollar traded up 185 ticks. You did 15,000 contracts. King Dollar, folks, is setting up small ABC structure down. And it very well could be a much larger ABC structure down. It had tried to take out the swing high from August on the 6th of October, couldn't handle it. comes down with some volume. When I say some volume, we came down with 26,000 contracts, 21. We did a pop today with 15. That's saying that, guess what? This thing, number one, can get into the lows, which is 90.79, and we'll see whether, in fact, this wants to go after the larger aspect coming on the way down, which would be the price point of 88. So big number there, there's no doubt about it. Let's see. Bombardier, they're seeking investment or buyers for parts of its aerospace business. Analysts see that more than likely China is going to be the number. You know what's going to get interesting here, folks, is that, so picture this. Boeing has been on a tear, no two ways about it. The low of this year is 133. The high is 263, which was established on the 13th of October. And if you want to see something that's just absolutely amazing, so let me see if they can get this quick. Boeing has an order, and all these orders are huge, by the way, okay? It has an order, though, with Iran that is a monster. It's like 88 monster planes. And when Trump, oh, here it is right here. Let's see. Iran won't reconsider Boeing deal after Trump decision. When Trump says, okay, you know, we're not going to, basically, Congress is either going to do something about this deal or we're going to walk away from the deal. The amazing part, if you just keep your eye on the aspect of what's happening financially, and you watch Boeing and you believe in following the money, well, guess what? This is saying that nothing's going to change, that this deal is going to get done. You know, here's the deal. It's an $8 billion deal on 80 aircraft. And, you know, bottom line, stock didn't budge. It seems like it's cheap. 80 billion, well, no, I guess $1 billion in aircraft. Yeah, it's not cheap. Let's go take a look at the Google out here. Google, I believe, hit an all-time high. No, it hit an all-time high on a Friday. So Google got it to 997. I believe Google is the 26th also. Yeah, Google's coming out the 26th. Intel. No, let's go to NVIDIA, actually. NVIDIA, another day, another high. NVIDIA 197 today. And this thing has just been a rocket ship. We put this back. This is just amazing. You know, now this is, NVIDIA is parabolic. Their earnings are parabolic too, by the way. But what a parabolic move, folks, is that if you take a pencil and anything over a 45-degree angle, that's when you start getting parabolic. This thing here, realistically, is almost about, that would be 100%. It's about 75%. It started out, let's see, August of 2015, $19. And one-way move. Let's see when they're coming out. So they're coming out November 9th with their numbers. Their growth right now, they've basically doubled in 5 years. 2013, they took in $4.3 billion. They plan on taking in 6.9 this year, $9 billion next year. Their bottom line more than doubled. In 2013, they made $1.17. 2017, $3.06. When you break it down, it's all about graphic processing. Graphic processing's taken in $5.8 billion. Tegra processing, $824 million. Other, $264. Asia Pacific, they're growing by 20%. Europe, they're growing by 30%. U.S., they're growing by 7%. Other Americans by 15%. Big numbers, man. No doubt about that. They are big numbers, and they just keep coming at you. And what is happening with NVIDIA is that they get I mean, you have the Bitcoin, which they're using them for. You have the artificial intelligence they're using them for. That's going to be all the electric cars. They got some action happening, man. It doesn't mean that they, a parabolic move, which they have going right now, will not last forever. But guess what? In this market right here, it seems like it doesn't matter what. It does matter what you buy. It's just once the momentum is behind a stock, though, what has happened is that that momentum has been going, well, nonstop right now for last 3 months. That's for sure. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And don't forget, you want to sign up for Larry's workshop? You can do it right here, right now. Just come over to TFNN, get his newsletter for a month. Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get you into the workshop tonight. If you can't make it tonight, it's going to be on your page for a full month. Come right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And Tom Barrack. Tom Barrack looks like he is going to swoop in and take over, or at least get Weinstein company get the assets. Now, this guy is so bright, folks. For years he's been out there. So, and he's a distressed asset guy. That's what this guy does. He's done it for years in the real estate business. He's also done it though in the entertainment business. This is the guy, I remember the first time looking at this, Michael Jackson, he took, so let's see, yeah, he took the Netherlands estate in 2008. That's when they basically were in trouble. He took that, let's see, yeah, they had $23.3 million in debt. He got it out of foreclosure. ended up making money on it. Then Annie Leibovitz also was going BK. He was BK. Took her 24 million out of debt. Bottom line, did well on both of them. And what he did is that in both cases, it's kind of like the same business plan. That you have a lot of good assets, and then you employ the assets. Because what's happening right now is that, you know, when you look at Netflix, okay, when you look at Amazon, when you look at Facebook, when you look at Apple, they're all basically in the movie business now. They need content. So I suspect what he's going to do is, let's see, it hasn't said yet if he's going to take the whole company. It does say that he gave him cash to stay alive. But what they do have is this. They'll get rid of the name, that's for sure. That'll be like Pronto. But what they will do, they have quite a library. That's what they have. And I suspect he's going to use that library in order to basically sell them to all these companies that now are filming. So they had, let me see, so Harvey and Bob Weinstein, they founded Miramax in '79, sold it to Disney in 1993. And that, he was actually, Barrick was involved in that sale too. So he's been around for a long time. In 2013, Miramax did a deal with the Weinsteins to make new films, TV shows, and stage productions. The Weinstein brothers founded Weinstein in 2005 after leaving Miramax. Yeah. So bottom line is that what you're going to see out there is that those assets will be around. They'll just be under a different title, different name, and what's going to be interesting on this is that more than likely what you're going to have is that the firm's going to get sued. This is Weinstein. Like, how do you protect yourself from the assets? Because if they want to move these assets out as quick as possible, right? So it's like when you grab something like that, I'm sure that he's used to it because this has happened before, and that's his business. But man, it's got to be a trip to say, okay, we're taking the assets, we're bringing them out, and then the firm itself will get cash. The question is, how fast does the cash go away? So when the suit gets done, is there cash left to do anything with? You know, we'll see. We'll see how that baby does shake out. When we talk about the Federal Reserve, we talk about rate hikes. Let's go take a look at the Fed Fund futures rate right now. It's still at 76%. For December 13th, that's saying short-term rates will be going up 76. Oh, no, there's a 76% chance that they would hike. With that said, we're getting closer to the aspect of who is going to get nominated for the next Fed governor. What you had out here today is that you had Stanford professor John Taylor, who is a candidate. Bottom line, the press releases are out there from whoever in the White House pushes these out and says that, you know, that it was that Trump had a favorable impression after an hour-long interview, and that former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh has meanwhile seen his star fade within the White House. Three of the people said they would not say why, but Warsh's academic credentials are not as strong as other candidates, and his tenure at the Fed board had been criticized by a diverse group of economists, ranging from Scott Sumner to Nobel laureate Paul Krugman. Oh, Trump's not going to care about Krugman, that's for sure. Trump gushed at Taylor after his interview. Trump gushed about Taylor after his interview. One of the people said the president has always been prone to hiring people with whom he has a good relationship. However, he told the Wall Street Journal in July that he would like to see rates stay low, and Taylor is the namesake of the well-known monetary policy rule that would generally advocate higher interest rates. Yeah, I think that's a big number. You got to remember something. What's going to be intriguing here as to, number one, who does get nominated. But you got to remember something, that Trump's in the real estate business. So you're not going to hire someone. He's definitely not going to hire someone that is going to tell him that he's going to raise rates. Why? Why take the cookie jar away? That's what it comes down to. You want to refinance rates. You want to basically go out and do deals. Well, guess what? The leverage is really important. It's amazing, folks. Here, let's look at Citigroup for a second. I heard this number this morning. This blew my mind. That Citigroup, and the rest of the banks will like this too, by the way. But Citigroup, okay, so Citigroup trading $71, right? Right now, their leverage is approximately 10 to 1. So $1 in the bank, they can leverage up to 10, right? Do you know what this was at the 2007 downdraft? 33 to 1. That blows my mind. And evidently, they weren't the only ones. Now, well, maybe they were the only ones, because when you actually, Bear Stearns had to be more, I guess. They went out of business. Because when you do look at Citigroup's chart, it was $570 before the crash. And now, of course, you're at 71. They did I don't know how many, whether it's a 10-for-1 stock reverse stock split. But that is one number. So think about that for a second. You have $1 million. Picture you just have, you've been working, you have $1 million, right? You open a business. Someone lets you leverage it to $33 million. So all you have to do is what? Is lose like, what, 1/3%? It's insane how far the leverage went in the aspect of these banks. And what this analyst was talking about is that the administration right now is going to be loosening up the regulations on the banks so that they can leverage higher. Nothing like 33%, though. He thinks that's going to get leveraged up to probably 14 or 15%, but that, in fact, is going to take 4 years to do. So not the end of the world. But 33 to 1. Oh, my God. I'm telling you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. And, of course, don't forget, you want to go to Larry Pesavento, you want a great workshop, great education tonight, right on the front page of TFNN, folks. It's going to start at 5:30. It's Larry's event with his trading friend, John Jameson's. We're going to come right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Well, Elon Musk, he had the yin and the yang out here today. So Tesla was down $4.97, trading $3.50. That worry there is about the Model 3. That being said, guess what? Coming into the close out here, the head of the U.S. Air Force Space Command said he's completely committed to launching future missions with recycled rockets like those that championed by Space's ex Elon Musk as the military looks to drive costs down. His quote is this: "It would be absolutely foolish not to begin using pre-flown rockets, which bring such significant savings that they'll soon be commonplace for the entire industry," General John J. Raymond said in an interview today at Bloomberg headquarters in New York. "The market's going to go that way. It would be dumb not to do it," he said. "What we have to make sure is that we are doing it smartly." Space exploration technology founded by billionaire Chief Executive Musk has employed rocket reusability as a way to lower launch cost and win a growing roster of customers. SpaceX reused its first Falcon 9 booster earlier this year and has since flown 2 more missions for commercial satellite operators with refurbished rockets. The Air Force won't be able to use the recycled boosters until they're certified for military use, a process that Raymond suggested may already be in the works. The face-out at Space and Missile Systems in Los Angeles that worked for me would be in those dialogues, he said, declining to specify when that certification could take place. "I don't know how far down the road we've gotten, but I'm completely committed to launching on a reused rocket, a previously flown rocket, and making sure that we have the process in place to be able to make sure that we can do that safely." Bottom line, that's where this thing is going. There's no doubt about it. So that's going to be intriguing watching that whole thing out. And, of course, SpaceX isn't public. Tesla is public. Tesla closed out here today down $5. That's trading $3.50. They're coming out with their numbers on November 1st. And the big problem for Tesla at this particular point, folks, is that they have to come up with Model 3 cars, and quite a few of them. You stay right there, folks. Actually, you can come over to our website at TFNN, sign up for Larry's webinar. You'll be right back there at 5:30 tonight getting a great education. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking right back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Look at them, folks.
Grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.